So once we're done with our theme section, let's go ahead and let's create our numbers section, right? So again, we go all the way in the bottom and we're gonna write over here, generic section, right? And over here, we're just gonna say that this is gonna be name of our section, right? So this is gonna be numbers section. Over here like this, we're just gonna say that this is numbers. Over here, we're gonna say that this is gonna be a end of numbers section. Numbers. Over here like this. Numbers. Then after that, again, I'm sorry, I apologize, but we're gonna have to cut this out, right? Because we're gonna be creating a couple of them, right? A couple of columns over here. So it's gonna paste it over here. Over here, we're gonna add a container text center. This is gonna be our pretty generic, as we pretty much always add this over here. Here we're gonna say that this ID is gonna be numbers. Over here like this. So this is gonna be our header. And here we're just gonna write something like numbers never lie. Numbers never lie, right? Something like this. And after that, you can see that we would need to add a couple of columns, right? So we have, let's say, the difference is we're gonna, for this section, we're gonna add actually for extra small, that is actually taking up 25%, right? So 12 divided by 3 would be actually 4, which is 1/4, and that is 25%, right? So before, I remember we were always adding, let's say, starting from the small, right? Because by default, actual column span on a small screen would be the whole 12, right? As you can see over here, as we're scrolling down, everything takes up exactly the whole screen, right? The difference over here for these numbers, because they're pretty small, right? What we're going to do is for the extra small screen, we're actually specifically say that we would want it to be 25%, right? And what's going to happen is that actually, I made a mistake. I would want actually to be like 1/3, right? Instead of 25, I want 1/3. So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to say that this is going to be a H2, right? And we're going to say that this is going to be a, let's say we're going to start that this is going to be users, right? So we're going to say this is users. Now, actually on top of it, we would want to put a font awesome, right? So over here, I'm going to write class, and I'm going to say that this is going to be fa. And over here, I'm going to say that this is going to be fa users over here, and we're going to close it out. So now I can see this little users thing, right? And you can see over here how it's actually taking 1/3 of the screen. And in the beginning, I was saying 25, but it will actually we're only going to create 3 of them, right? So therefore, we only want something that would be spanning half the screen. I'm sorry, 1/3 of the screen, right? So here we have users, and this is the fa users. And we're pretty much done with this div, right? So the only thing is we would need to do is we will need to copy it a couple of times. Now, at the end of, I think, next video, we're going to actually add this number counter over here. But for now, this is going to be pretty much it, what we need for now, right? So here we would maybe create, let's create H1 over here. This would act as a number. So let's say we're going to write something like 300, but you'll see again, we're going to be changing this one around a little bit, right? But just for now, let's add this H1 over here, just because the actual numbers are bigger. So what we're going to do over here, we have this column, and again, we're just going to paste it 3 times, right? 2 times, but 3 times it's going to be all together, right? So now we have 3 of them, right? And what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to change this one around. I'm going to say that this is going to be a envelope, right? So this is going to be a different, over here, a different font awesome icon, right? And the last one, let's say that we're going to say that this is going to be an archive, right? And again, it really doesn't matter. I just like these font awesome icons, therefore I'm picking them. But we're pretty much done with a HTML. It was really fast and really easy to add this HTML. So now we're actually ready to go ahead and start styling in main CSS our numbers section.